When you're struggling to meet the countless demands of your day, cutting back on sleep might seem like the only answer. Who can afford to spend so much time sleeping anyway? The truth is, you can't afford not to. Even minimal sleep loss takes a toll on your mood, energy, and ability to handle stress. Also, the quality of your sleep directly affects the quality of your waking life, including your mental sharpness, productivity, emotional balance, creativity, physical health, and even your weight. No other activity offers so many benefits with such little effort. I'll be covering what sleep deprivation is, its causes, and its effects both physically and mentally. So how do we define sleep deprivation? Sleep deprivation exists when sleep is insufficient to support adequate health, alertness, and performance. There's two main types of sleep deprivation. The first is acute, which lasts for a few days to a few weeks. And the second is chronic, which is when an individual routinely gets less than adequate sleep. Here I have a chart which shows average sleep needs by age, starting with newborns. We all know sleep forever. They need 12 to 18 hours of sleep. The one we're interested in is at the bottom, which is adults, and they need 7.5 to 9 hours of sleep each night. However, according to a study done by the National Sleep Foundation, about 1 in 5 adults are sleep deprived and did not meet this nightly requirement. So we know what sleep deprivation is, what causes it. According to fallingsleep.net, there's 3 main causes of sleep deprivation. The first is behaviorally induced sleep deprivation, which is just when someone does other tasks besides sleeping. Second is a lack of time. For instance, if you have a demanding job with odd hours. The third is medical conditions such as sleep apnea, narcolepsy, Parkinson's, and restless leg syndrome, to name a few. Also, sleeping with a pet, alcohol, acid reflux, medicine, vitamins and supplements, and pain, and being physically exhausted can all harm the quality of sleep that you get. So we've discussed the causes. Now, what effect does it have on us? The primary effect of sleep deprivation is excessive daytime sleepiness. A sleep-deprived person is likely to fall asleep when forced to sit still in a quiet or monotonous situation, such as during a meeting or class. This degree of severe sleepiness can be a safety hazard, causing drowsy driving and workplace injuries. In fact, excessive sleepiness is the leading cause of car and truck accidents, and research has demonstrated that many industrial accidents and disasters, such as nuclear power plant meltdowns, major oil spills, and space shuttle disasters, have all been attributed to sleep-deprived workers. According to the website drowsydriving.org, about 60% of adult drivers, or 168 million people, say they have driven a vehicle while feeling drowsy in the past year, and more than 1/3 of these people have actually fallen asleep at the wheel. Of those who have nodded off, 13% say they have done so at least once a month, and 4% of them say they have actually had an accident or near accident due to being too tired to drive. Also, research has shown that in tests of driving ability and hand-eye coordination, people deprived of sleep perform as badly as or even worse than those who are intoxicated. Being awake for 17 hours produces an impairment equal to a blood alcohol concentration of 0.05 and 0.10 after 24 hours. Other effects of acute sleep deprivation include irritability, lack of motivation, anxiety, forgetfulness, longer reaction times, decreased performance and alertness, memory and cognitive impairment, stress on relationships, and a decrease in academic performance. In addition to these, chronic sleep deprivation poses more serious health risks, such as high blood pressure, heart attack, heart failure, stroke, obesity, psychiatric problems, and a higher chance of illness due to a lowered immune system. So let's review what we went over. I explained sleep deprivation occurs when an individual routinely gets less than adequate sleep for optimal health. I also explained its causes and effects, and hopefully some now obvious reasons as to why it's so important to get the proper amount of sleep each night. So next time you find yourself dozing off at work, in class, or even worse, behind the wheel of a car, it's probably because you've been skimping on your sleep, whether you realize it or not. So do yourself a favor and get some more sleep. There's a good chance it could save your life.